Well, one of the medicines on there, and it was on page 55 of this book, that I looked at years ago. This was, I think I got this book came out in 2013, but I was looking at all of the medicines that were once on the market. Remember, they were on the market, but they were pulled off pretty quickly. There's been many medicines that have been on the market. I can remember one I saw for weight loss when I first started my practice, Fen-Phen, that was gone. Cisapride, Reglan, many other medications that were once on that are now gone. Well, one of them on was called Vioxx. And Vioxx was a medicine that was designed for arthritis to decrease the inflammation. And it was a gene-based medication. It had to do with your genetics. And anyway, Merck, who made that, they approved it by the FDA in 1999, but they pulled it off of the market in 2004. Okay. And that was after about 25 million people had taken that medication. And basically, it took a 7-year investigation by the United States Attorney in Massachusetts before they figured it out. And the company did have to pay a criminal fine and that, but they took it off the market. That was the good news. But, many people, they recommended they had over 6,000 or so adverse events, including death. Well, the point I want to make is that these inputs, these physiologic inputs from medical interventions, including medications, can be an input that triggers our immune system. Well, this new study talks about a new syndrome that's triggered by viral intervention. And, they call this the PVS syndrome. Some of the symptoms of this new syndrome that's triggered by viral interventions are fatigue, tingling, brain fog, exercise tolerance, insomnia, and dizziness. Well, in this study, and the researcher Iwasaki from Yale has done a lot of immunological research. His team has been doing lots of these, and they specifically looked at some individuals, 42 healthy individuals that had this PVS syndrome. They compared it to 22 that were healthy. So my point is all of these people, except the controls, had different inputs that seemed to change their physiology, specifically their immune system, causing these symptoms. Well, they looked at the 42 healthy people. And the average age of these were about early 40 years old. There was 29 females, 13 males in this. And a lot of these people in this group, 15 of these, had just had the viral intervention, but no virus disease at all. And the virus we're talking about is, of course, the COVID. So they had the intervention, but no disease at all. And what these researchers noted that in this group, they had only they had the viral intervention. They didn't have any of the virus itself. They were pretty much healthy completely before this. And then they developed this syndrome: fatigue, tingling, brain fatigue, exercise tolerance, lots of symptoms. And they're calling it a PVS syndrome, Post Vac Syndrome.